This is gonna be confusing. I am Jake Dent. Hopefully you already know me from the YouTube channel, 2 Guys 1 Channel. Let me tell you about my day. Spoiler alert, it sucked. There's this teacher at my school. Her name is Miss Furry. I'm not allowed to say her actual name because that's slander against teachers, which makes sense because she has a bit of a mustache. Has been giving me crap all year. I know that whenever I was a freshman and a sophomore, I was a little butt. I was hard to get along with. I did whatever I wanted to, basically. Basically, this woman hates me. At the beginning of the school year, she accused me of looking at gay porn on my computer. Oh, how would she ever think that? I don't know, perhaps it's because I have a channel on YouTube called 2 Guys 1 Channel. Yeah, really, I should have thought about that before I named this channel. I've explained to her, it is a YouTube comedy thing. I took it to our technology teacher person, again, not mentioning any names, Mr. Cotton, and he looked at my computer, checked it, no porn, especially no gay porn. Later on in the year, I joined a swim team, which by the way is kind of why 2 Guys 1 Channel had a bit of a hiatus, because when we didn't argue, it wasn't really a hiatus, it wasn't planned. We wanted to get together and film. I was so busy. Really, if you're a swimmer, you kind of know how busy that swim season is. It's kind of worse than any other sport I've ever played. I started getting tired in her classroom. It's 4th period. Everybody knows how they feel 4th period, right? I started dozing off in class. Just a couple times, and she pulls me outside. Jacob. Yes, Miss Furry. I heard that you've been doing drugs. How in the world is that equal doing drugs? She goes on. You walk into my class like that again, and I will have you take a drug test. Okay, but I'm not on drugs. Shut up. I don't want to hear anything. Don't want to hear any valid arguments. I don't like it when I'm wrong. Yeah, so you kind of see what I'm dealing with, right? And so then comes the day that she made up a nice little lie for me. It was really cool. Happened about a month ago. I'm in junior ROTC. This is my 4th year in it. And the last surviving Medal of Honor recipient from World War II came to see my battalion and give us a nice little speech. So I got called out before 4th period. I come back. Here comes our disciplinary administrator toward me. Jacob, I heard you skipped 4th period today. No, I was getting a speech from a World War II veteran. Then he whips out this piece of paper. Simulation. Jacob Dent skipped my class 4th period. I saw him in the library 4th period and told him that if he did not go to my class, then he would be in trouble. How was that possible? You see, it's kind of hard to be in the library while I was at another building of the school. Our school's in 2 buildings. It's called a VOTEC. I don't know if everybody in America does that. That's where the junior ROTC room is. That's where I was getting a speech at the time. It's kind of hard for me to be in 2 places at once. The obvious culprit was Miss Furry, being a lying skank. So this teacher, a professional teacher, fabricated a lie about me. Men who were in the army, who have more integrity, who have more trustworthiness than anybody else. He was in here getting a very nice speech from a World War II veteran. Miss Furry was foiled. Miss Furry doesn't like being wrong. So the next few weeks were hell in her class. Everything I said was no! Was that scary? Seriously, that was scary. So a couple weeks later, we were taking a test. The class that I have with Miss Furry is an underclassmen class. I was in a freshman class because I hadn't had a history class since my freshman year because of the weird way I scheduled like all my classes throughout. I had science for 3 periods last year, and this year I have history for 3 periods. Since I was in the underclassmen class, I shouldn't have had to take it, but I was willing to take it. All I did was ask if I had to. She starts yelling at me.
Yes, of course you have to take it. Are you crazy? Are you retarded? Can you not read?
Arrgh. And that day, she was obviously after my booty. Arrgh. So she starts yelling at me, like demanding that I leave her room.
You're getting a 0 for this test, Mr. Dent, and I hate you, and you're gonna fail this 6 weeks.
Well, that just sounds awesome, doesn't it? So I say, no, I want to stay here and take my freaking test.
Oh, really? Yeah? Get the police.
Thumbs up if you know what the police is. Only people who go to school with me will know what that means. A volunteer security guard comes to the room to escort me to the office because I refused to leave when a teacher tried to kick me out. That was where my flaw was. I should have just left when she told me to. But the thing is, I cared about my grade. I figured if I would have just shown that I wanted to take the test, that I wasn't trying to get out of it whenever I asked, and she'd be like, well, okay, maybe he cares, maybe he wants to take his freaking test. No, she saw
anarchy. I'm being told I'm wrong. Oh no.
So I get, after all that, she starts going all, oh, I put that test together for you to help your grade. Oh, really? So I'm tired of it at this point. So I go to the actual head principal, Mr. Norris. It's not his name, in case you couldn't tell. But he's a nice guy. I'm pretty much only knocking Miss Furry, by the way. Everyone else is doing their job, okay? Mr. Norris, can I please get out of her class and just get her work every day? Her tell me what to do and I'll go somewhere else and do it. I can't stand her. Well, Mr. Dent, sounds like a mighty fine idea. So I thought that was that. I spent the next week or so doing so much work for textbook chapters or sections to do in one period. Barely ever got it done. I would stay like 2 minutes after the bell to finish it really quick. It was pretty ridiculous. And so last night, Osama bin Laden was shot in the head. It seems like an odd tangent, I realize, but we have Osama bin Laden, boom, 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 dead. Yes, yes, yes. Then I look on Twitter this morning and I see that Osama bin Laden is trending. So I click on it to see what people were saying about his death. I saw these funny little things. They were check boxes. They were like Saddam Hussein, check. They were like Osama bin Laden, check. And a third box, just a regular box here, it would be no check inside, and then they put someone that I'm guessing they intended on, you know, let's get him next. So I liked that. I thought it was funny, so I wanted to be a little bit original. So I left the blank box as. I understand that maybe that was uncalled for, but what happened next was really uncalled for.
Mr. Dent, report to the office, please.
Crap. I had no idea what this was about. I go to the office. Mr. Dent, you're in big trouble. They laid this printed paper out in front of me of my tweet. I said, what was this all about? Well, I was calling Miss Murray a terrorist. And Miss Murray saw it as a death threat. I know. Pretty ridiculous, right? She called a cop. A cop had to come speak with me. I told the cop what I intended by that tweet. The cop thinks that she overreacted. With him saying, well, she doesn't have enough to take legal action, which she doesn't. It is still the board's right to do whatever they want with it. So guys, as of today, I'm suspended for 10 days. What? I can't go to my senior prom, which is this Saturday, because I'm suspended during the time. It sucks. Teachers suck sometimes, okay? Seriously, that woman sucks. Miss Furry, no, not a good person. Not a good person at all. Don't let her fool you, please. Because the reason she's a bad person to me is because I guarantee she wasn't scared at all whenever she saw that post. Somebody probably showed it to her thinking it was like a joke, thinking it was funny, or maybe some other melodramatic person was like, oh my god, he threatened you. But regardless, she has known me since I was a freshman. She knows I would never do anything to harm anybody. As much as I despise her, I would never do anything to her. What, did I kill Osama? What, did I kill Hussein? I'm not gonna kill Miss Furry, okay? So that was my day. Sorry this was ranty. Sorry if you didn't enjoy this. It's probably really long right now. I might be able to trim it down, but I've surpassed quite a bit of time. So thank you guys for subscribing to 2 Guys 1 Channel TV. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, 2 Guys 1 Channel BS. What do you think the BS stands for? First topic. Tell us in the comments below what you think BS stands for in TGOCBS.